Welcome back to Lady Cadence Island. You will notice the back of my island has changed significantly since the last time we were here, and that's because I'm preparing for the July seasonal set, which is the Orchid Island houses, homes. So I'm pretty excited about that. They're town elements, and I want them to go in this section. So why am I focusing on July? Because it's still June. Well, my June seasonal set is already completed. I like to complete the set as soon as possible when the month starts. That way it gives you a lot of time in the month to readjust things how you like them, and that way you're saving up for the next seasonal set. So I've done this the last 2 months. I've prepared a few weeks in advance, and then I was ready to almost complete the set within the first week of the month. So as you can see too, I have gotten rid of a couple pavilions. I've sold them. I've sold my extra little cars that you get in the star boxes. I had 2 of those. I had like 2 or 3 cakes. I sold those as well, and that was in order to get some more flower power items, or higher value flower power items, I should say, because here I want to get as much flower power as possible to keep moving up in star value. That way I can continue to open up my new islands and I will have places to store things. One of the things I have switched out is this little veggie patch here, because this one is worth far more than the original. So the original one that I had there was only worth 80. The new one is worth 1,200, so definitely worth a switch. Same goes with the greenhouse. I am planning on getting this greenhouse. That's what I'm saving up towards now, the grand greenhouse. It's worth 2,400 flowers, which is super important. The garden grotto, I love it. It's worth 600, so it's also a high flower power count, but it's gorgeous. So I've got 3 of those actually, one on each of my islands that I have so far. I'm planning to also get another one of these, the picturesque paths, because our patch, they're just nice to have around and add some extra color in your trees. I have a fire truck already. I'm not going to be one of those people who get like 5 fire trucks. I just can't. I need to have my space be beautiful. One matches to go behind my firehouse, but yeah, I'm not going to do more than that. However, other pretty things that can be added in multiples, I will. Like I said, the garden grotto, the tree elements that are worth more. I could possibly even get a couple of the grand greenhouses because they're pretty, they match. And let me show you where I plan to put that. I'm going to rearrange this area. I will most likely move that flower shop over. All of these flowers, little checkerboard area bushes, they're going to be gone. Same as up here, and I have space now to fit in some of the elements from the new upcoming set. And I will show you some of the new elements. We have gotten a sneak peek at the 8 new elements that will be added. I'm not sure about the returning elements for Orchid Island, but we will take a peek at those new ones that are going to be coming out. And they will fit nicely in this section right in here. So all the 3 of these areas, but I have to keep it pretty in the meantime while I'm waiting. So these are the new elements for the seasonal set coming up. Really cute. Some of these things again can be posted in other places or put in other places around the island, but the big buildings I plan on putting right in that little town section behind the summer house. They're really adorable. Again, these are the 8 new items. The old ones, we don't know what those will be yet. I've gotten some new stuff here, pushed my water back, so I've got some more beautiful items. This bridge was on a sale that I purchased. If you don't like to spend money on June's Journey, that's fine. For me, it's a hobby, and it's one I don't mind spending a little bit on. But I do have a cap. My cap is $4.99. I'll only ever spend $4.99 at a time. So they happen to have this on sale, including diamonds and extra goodies. So I got it because it was worth it to me, and I just think it's lovely right there. And it's a different position for a bridge, which is nice. So I did need to get a little bit more water to fill in those gaps. There is an upcoming water-edged item, a decoration as well, coming up, and I probably will move some of these trees out, possibly to Laurel, just so I have space for that as well. The lake is one of my favorite spots on the island. Now, in order to make more space for the seasonal set coming up, do you see what I've done here? I have put my farmer's market down here and actually made it part of the summer house, so it looks like one big resort. That has freed up a lot of space. So let's just remember what it used to look like, so it gives you an idea of how much space I really have saved. So if you remember, this is what my farmer's market area used to look like. It took up a lot of space because I had a giant walled-in section with lots of things to sell and buy, and it did make sense. It was pretty, but it took up a lot of space. So now with things spread out, my wall pushed down here, this kind of combined into one smaller area. You see I've got a lot more space ready to roll for Orchid Island buildings. And there's a few items like the ladies on the park bench and other stuff that can be spread out other places in the island that might be nice. So doesn't all have to go in one spot. Let's look real quick at where I have stored other items that I used to have in this space. So this is Laurel Island. It's my storage space right now. You see all those hedges and the fences. When I get closer to the amount I want to spend on something, I will sell those fence items so I can get the next flower power item that I'm going for. Now this island, you'll notice, is spread out with lots of little spaces. So it's not really a great one to do for a town or a lot of buildings because it doesn't really make sense to do that. What I plan to do instead is use my items from Botanical Bliss and the India set. I have a few buildings I'll put in the front here. And I'm going to make it just a lovely garden, mountainy path island. So it's just really pretty trails that people can go through and see all the beautiful garden elements from the Botanical Bliss set. I think that would be a nicer fit for Laurel Island. And what I will do then on my Orchid Island, in the spot where I used to have the Botanical Bliss, August will be the Venice set. So I think that, along with the fountain and the estate, this tile and this water area are going to go nicely together. So I'm going to switch and make this into the Venetian kind of section of the island with the estate. I think that'll be a better fit. And as I said, the Botanical Bliss items and this India set are going to go on Laurel Island. Just give a little change. And as I said, I think the Venice set will go really nicely here. There's not enough space for the Venice set to go on Laurel and make it look nice and make sense. So we're going to switch that around and put that here instead. You should always be planning ahead for what's coming next. I like to have things looking great in the moment, but also thinking ahead towards the future and what I'd like the island to look like with the new seasonal set elements. So that's it for now. My Orchid Island. Here's a little quick recap on what I've done down here with my summer house. Gorgeous little resort area that leads right down into the water park. And that path goes right back up here to this little picnic area and into the town. All of this area down here hasn't changed too much. I did change this around. I downgraded my opera house so its colors matched better with the clock tower. Switched the order of those, the layout, added some more flowers and elements down in this section. So that part has changed. Otherwise, the rest of this is the same as it was. I have a little wedding couple I got from some challenge stuck in there. They're kind of cute, just riding along. And I think that's about it as far as changes to my island. And of course, my play area back here is still one of my favorites. So I do have the little wash line from The Last Secrets, which is pretty, goes well with the Talbot's house. And we've got this fun play area in the back. Lots of kids playing. And that's it for now. So stay posted and I will show you what I do with the upcoming seasonal set as I get it going. Thanks for watching.